Hello my dear students, in part 3 we have discussed some examples in marginal costing. Now in this part 4 we will discuss some other examples which will be some advanced examples from this chapter. Let us see the example. From the following cost data of ABB Limited Nashik, calculate BEP units and also new BEP units if selling price reduced by 10%. So we have to calculate BEP units first and again new BEP units by reducing the selling price by 10%. For that purpose, they have given us the information as direct materials per unit rupees 3, depreciation on plant and machinery rupees 1 lakh, basic labor per unit rupees 1.50, salaries to staff middle level rupees 80,000, prime cost expenses per unit rupees 0.50, workshop rent rupees 20,000 and value of turnover per unit rupees 10. Let us solve this example. Before calculating BEP units, we will have to segregate the variable cost and fixed cost. So, first we will calculate variable cost per unit. At the right corner, you can see that in the given example, they have given us the variable cost elements like direct material, labor, prime cost expenses. So from this available information, we can calculate variable cost per unit. So we have the direct materials per unit, that is rupees 3. We will add basic labor per unit into it, that is rupees 1.50. Then again we will add prime cost expenses per unit, which is also variable part, that is 0.50. In this way, we will get our total variable cost per unit, that is rupees 5. In the same way, we will calculate total fixed cost. So again, at the right panel, you can see that in the given example, they have given us depreciation on plant and machinery, that is rupees 1 lakh. Depreciation is a fixed cost element, so we will consider this while calculating fixed cost. Then salaries to staff of middle level rupees 80,000. Salary is also a fixed expense for the concern, so we will also consider this for calculating the fixed cost. Workshop rent of rupees 20,000. As we know, rent is also our fixed cost element. Hence, it will be again get added to the calculation of fixed cost. So, first depreciation on plant and machinery 1 lakh plus salaries to staff rupees 80,000 plus workshop rent rupees 20,000. In this way, we will get our total fixed cost of rupees 2 lakh. Now let us calculate BEP units first. What is the formula for calculating BEP units? Is equal to fixed cost upon contribution per unit. We just have calculated our fixed cost, but we will require to calculate contribution per unit. So contribution per unit is equal to selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. In the given example, they have given us the selling price per unit as well as variable cost per unit, which is we have just calculated. Hence, we can put these figures into the BEP units formula, that is fixed cost upon, instead of using contribution, we can say that it is selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Hence, we have calculated the fixed cost, that is rupees 2 lakh upon the given selling price, that is rupees 10 minus just calculated variable cost, that is rupees 5 per unit. In this way, we will get our BEP units as 40,000. After that, the second calculation, that is calculation of new BEP units if selling price is reduced by 10%. Original selling price per unit minus reduction by 10%, and we will get new selling price per unit. So we have the original selling price, that is rupees 10. If we deduct 10% of the original selling price, it will come as rupees 1, and we will get the new selling price of rupees 9. So let's put these figures again into the formula. BEP units is equal to fixed cost upon selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit, which is known as contribution. Hence, rupees 2 lakh upon rupees 9 minus rupees 5. So, we can get the BEP units as 50,000. So, in the former example, we have calculated the BEP units by segregating variable cost and fixed cost. Again, see such kind of example. From the following cost data are made available by Kirloskar Engineering Limited, Mumbai, for the month of July 2020. Prime cost labor per unit is rupees 3.50, fixed overheads rupees 20,000, value of turnover per unit rupees 20, productive wages outstanding per unit rupees 0.50, basic material cost per unit rupees. Variable overheads 100% of direct labor cost, trade discount 10%, and you are required to calculate BEP in sales. Second, net profit if BEP sales are 10% and 15% above the break-even volume. Now let us start our calculation. So we will require to calculate contribution per unit firstly. How to calculate contribution per unit? Where selling price is equal to value of turnover minus trade discount of 10%. As trade discount have to be deducted from the value of turnover, and after that we can get our actual selling price. So value of our turnover in given example is rupees 20. 10% on that 20 will come as rupees 2. By deducting 2 from 20, we can get our actual selling price, which is rupees 18. Now let us calculate contribution per unit. We have the selling price as rupees 18, and we will deduct our total variable cost from this selling price. So we have the variable cost, that is basic material cost rupees 6 per unit, then direct labor cost rupees 4, prime cost labor, that is 3.50, plus outstanding productive labor, which is 0.50. So it will come as rupees 4. Then there are some variable overheads which are 100% of direct labor cost, and our direct labor cost is rupees 4. So 100%, that means our variable overheads will be rupees 4. Hence our total variable cost will be rupees 14 by adding basic material, direct labor, prime cost labor, and variable overheads. By deducting the variable cost from selling price, we will get our contribution as rupees 4. Now using these figures into our formula, we can get BEP sales is equal to total fixed cost upon contribution per unit. So rupees 20,000 upon rupees 4, we will get 5,000 units. Now let us calculate BEP sales. After calculating BEP units, let us calculate BEP sales. So gross sales at break even will be just calculated BEP units, that is 5,000 units, into our selling price per unit, which is rupees 20, In this way we can get gross sales at break even rupees 1 lakh. But we have to deduct trade discount from it. So less trade discount, which is 10% of gross sales, that is rupees 1 lakh. We can get the trade discount as rupees 10,000. By deducting it from the gross sales, we can get net sales at break even. So we have got the new break even sales as rupees 90,000. I hope you understand this. Let's move forward to the next calculation, that is net profit if sales are 10% above break even volume. So revised sales are 10% above break even volume, that is break even units, which is 5,000 plus 10% above that break even, which will be 500 units. So our revised sales units are 5,500 units. Hence, calculation of net profit will be contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit. We can say that contribution is another term for denoting it as a fixed cost plus profit. Hence, profit is equal to contribution minus fixed cost. So, contribution will be 5,500 units into 4, which we have calculated before, minus our fixed cost, which is rupees 20,000. By solving this, we will get rupees 22,000 minus rupees 20,000, and in this way the profit we have got is rupees 2,000. Again, next case, that is net profit if sales are 15% above break even volume. Same calculations. Revised sales are 15% above break even volume. So at the break even we have the volume of 5,000 units plus 15% of break even, that is 5,000, it will be 750 units. So our total revised units are 5,750 units. Now let us calculate net profit. Again, contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit. Hence, profit is equal to contribution minus fixed cost. Contribution will be the calculated 5,750 units into 4 minus fixed costs, and in this way we can get profit, that is rupees 3,000. I hope you have understood this example. Now students, let's discuss the next example. Bombay Dyeing Limited, Badlapur provides the following cost data relating to 1 unit of output. There are productive materials rupees 50. Productive material will be our total variable cost. Variable works overheads 75% of prime cost labor. It is also our variable cost element. Direct labor rupees 80, also a variable cost element. Yearly fixed establishment overheads rupees 2,40,000. Fixed establishment overheads, that means it is our fixed cost. Market price rupees 230. Market price is nothing but our selling price, and you are required to calculate first BEP units, second units to be manufactured to earn a profit of rupees 80,000. So there has been given a desired profit of rupees 80,000, and from that profit we have to calculate units. Third, units to be produced and sold to break even if the selling price is reduced by rupees 16. Let us calculate this. Now, firstly, what we will have to do is to calculate the contribution per unit. You can know, for calculating contribution per unit, we will require to deduct total variable cost per unit from the total sales per unit. So, we have the market price per unit as our sales price. less variable cost. So the first variable cost element is the productive material, that is rupees 50 per unit. Second, direct labor, which is again given 80 per unit. Variable works overheads, which are 75% of prime cost labor. Prime cost labor is nothing but our direct labor. So 75% of rupees 80, it will be rupees 60. By adding 50, 80 and 60, we can get our variable cost per unit, that is 190. By deducting it from the market price, we can get the contribution as rupees 40. So our first calculation, BEP units, the formula is fixed cost upon contribution per unit. We have the fixed cost, that is fixed overheads, rupees 2,40,000 upon calculated contribution per unit is rupees 40. In this way, we can get the BEP units as 6,000 units. Then the next calculation is of number of units to be sold to make a profit of rupees 80,000. We can put the formula as fixed cost plus desired profit upon contribution per unit. So we have fixed cost, that is rupees 2,40,000 plus our desired profit, that is rupees 80,000 upon contribution, that is rupees 40. In this way, we can get the number of units is 8,000 units. The next calculation, units to be produced and sold to break even if the selling price is reduced by rupees 16. So calculation of revised selling price, old selling price minus reduction by 16. So we have the actual selling price, that is rupees 230 minus reduction by rupees 16. We will get the new selling price, that is rupees 214. Now let us calculate the units to be produced and sold to achieve a break even. So before calculating the units, as we have calculated revised selling price, we will require to calculate revised contribution also. So to calculate revised contribution per unit, we have the market price, revised market price as rupees 214 per unit less already calculated total variable cost per unit, that is 190. In this way, we can get the new contribution as rupees 24. By putting this again in our formula, we can get BEP units is equal to fixed cost upon contribution per unit. So again fixed cost, we will have it as rupees 2,40,000 upon contribution per unit, that is rupees 24, and we will get our BEP units as 10,000 units. So this example is for practice. Balaji Agro Limited, Bhubaneswar has submitted the following cost data. Invoice price per unit rupees 40. Invoice price, that means your selling price. Fixed production overheads rupees 1,50,000. It is your fixed cost. Variable manufacturing cost per unit rupees 5. It is your variable cost per unit. Selling on cost fixed 20,000. It is your fixed cost. Prime cost materials per unit variable cost 18. So it is again your variable cost element. Then fixed distribution expenses rupees 10,000. Again it will be considered as your fixed cost. Variable selling overheads per unit rupees 2, and this will be again considered as your variable part. So you will have to segregate the variable cost as well as the fixed cost, and from that you can calculate BEP sales. Second, number of units to be sold to earn a profit of rupees 1,20,000, and third, the number of units to be sold to earn an income of 25% of sales. Please try it at your home. So thank you very much. Please Try to solve all the examples at your homes. Thank you.